Hello. Welcome. It's Sunday. I have to say that to remind myself what day it is. One moment while I get everything all situated here. And I'm sorry, the music is probably overpowering me. I'm guessing from last time. It's the smoothest fade out I can do with a mouse and a YouTube slider. Yeah, it is. There we go. Cool. Yeah. Well, that's why the music is out. And I am in. Hi, welcome to another Yizbrid Games community stream with me, your host, Fizz the Human. I've got my water. I'm trying to think of what's visible over here. It was just this. Yeah, hey, look, it's got my name on it, too. How about that? Yeah. I've got some Hawaiian food. Ooh, thank you to the shop down the road. Your water, your cat tree, as is most important. Yes, indeed. Yeah, corner. You can see the corner of the. I don't know. There's probably a stone ship joke I can make here with the little boat, but the Clo boat. I feel like I'm forgetting something, but you know I live with that feeling. The meow ship. Yeah, sure. We'll call it the meow ship. I like it. There's got to be. I don't know if there's anything cat related that rhymes with stone. But I'm not going to spend any time trying to think about it, because instead we're going to charge ahead with hi and welcome. If you're unfamiliar with Yizbrid Games, Yizbrid Games is a video game publishing company that publishes games from small development teams from around the world with a. I'm looking for a cooler word than focus. With a focus on games that tell stories. I want something else that provides the right level of like, nah, this is like the thing, like the core. At their core, Yizbrid Games tell stories. There, I'll just say that. There we go. And you can pretend like I said that smoothly, and we'll just keep rolling. Yeah. But yeah, video games that you've probably, at least maybe heard of through the grapevine. Valhalla, Cyberpunk Bartender Action. Nirvana, Cyberpunk Bartender Action. She Remembered Caterpillars. World of Horror, which has a release date of October 19th. I'm going to... It's been a couple weeks of shouting that out since the announcement trailer went live with that. But... I figure I'll do it for another week maybe, and then it'll fold back into the knowledge base that y'all have collected anyway. But yeah, October 19th for World of Horror. Heyo. Demon School, which... Oh god, I was about to say... Demon School. I swear... Yeah, 2023. Okay, cool. I was like, I second-guessed myself. I'm like, I've been saying it's coming out in 2023, right? Panic. Yes. That's been announced. All those cool announcements are all on the trailers and on the YouTube for Yizbrid Games, youtube.com/YizbridGames. As well, you can check out each and every one of the games individually, including the ones that I didn't list, over on Steam, itch.io, Good Old Games, and Humble. There we go. Just search up Yizbrid, YSBRYD, and you'll be able to find all of the games under the Yizbrid Games umbrella, and you can wishlist them individually or as a collective, etc., etc. Doing so helps out everybody along the chain. And it's free. You can just do that. Like, you don't have to pull out your wallet and then wish list. You can just wish list while the wallet is still in your pocket. It's pretty cool. I am your host, Fizz the Human, also known as Fizz, Kellen Stevens, voice actor. Yeah, I have a website, findfizz.biz, and I have a Twitter. So does Yizbrid Games. But my Twitter is Fizz the Human, and then Yizbrid Games' Twitter is, you guessed it, Yizbrid Games, as is its Facebook. Yeah. I think that covers all of the usual intro stuff. If you were here last week, we began. I'm a level with you right now. Tired. The brain is tired, but it's okay because we're forging ahead. Forge ahead. Yeah. We got this. Yeah. Just as long as my English doesn't completely fail me, we'll be all right. But yeah, we began to play Myst Masterpiece Edition. With a wonderful guest who we're bringing back today, and I believe they are waiting in the wings as we speak. But yeah, my friend Alahmnat, who is the guild master of the Guild of Archivists, master of all things lore for Cyan Worlds games, co-piloting with me for this excursion of the island of Myst in all of the ages that we seem to find ourselves traveling through. I think that about sets things up. I hope y'all are excited to continue, because I'm excited to continue. Last week was probably one of the most special streams that I've ever done with Yizbrid Games, just because of how cool. And I mean, this stream continues last week's stream. There's nothing more special of this one compared to the last one, or less special. But that said, this gameplay so far is just incredible. I really feel like I'm getting a tour through gaming history that not many get to take. So with that set up, let me travel over to Discord and unmute myself there, and I should be able to where's my...
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
I thought I had myself deafened, but I guess I didn't. So cool. Awesome. Alrighty, let me switch this over to our... Oh, I made a button for it, didn't I? Did I not make a button for it? I am a fool. Wait, is that what this one is? I can just click it. It's fine. There we go. It's cheating, but you know, what have you.
Hey.
Greetings. Let me make sure that your text is showing all right like that. That should be
Hello.
working. Beautiful. We have working subtitles.
Awesome.
Yeah. Quick introduction for yourself, if you'd like to say a couple words.
Sure.
Yeah, go ahead.
My name is Alahmnat. I run the Guild of Archivists, archive.guildofarchivists.org. We are basically the officially sanctioned wiki for all of the lore and information surrounding the Myst franchise. All the games, the novels, basically anything that's been done or said about Myst, we try and make sure that we've got a write-up of it. I've been doing this I've been doing it unprofessionally for quite a while, like way longer than I should be. But just in the past couple of years, we've gotten officially recognized by Cyan as like the place to go for information. So yeah.
Yeah, Ocelot chimes in to point out, and I quote, 20 freaking years, end quote, at
Yeah.
least. So that's
Yeah.
an incredible journey and an incredible resume there. You know, I'm glad to see that Cyan has taken the route of like this fan group has done all of this out of like the kindness of their heart. Celebrate that. Not all companies like allow the groups that put their heart and soul into things as fans to continue to do that. So I'm glad. I feel like this is sort of if not the best, at least one of the best possible outcomes for such a compendium of knowledge to stick
Yeah.
around and get sanctioned.
Yeah, I'm really glad that it happened. We're actually hosted on their servers now.
Oh, that's even better. Cool.
So yeah, we don't have to worry about things going down or anything like that because of any, you know, personal issues or anything that might come up in the future. It's always going to be there.
Now, do the server rooms have like dials that you have to turn to certain numbers and like to access the like
Well,
how
actually, let me tell you, their server is well, technically we're hosted in AWS, but they have a little server room at the office that is on the bottom floor, and the elevator at Cyan is actually something special because it's got a whole bunch of dunny number buttons on it that lead to I don't know where because they're locked.
that's so cool. That's so cool. Just dive in. If like go all in with your projects. If that's your
Oh
vibe,
yeah.
like uh don't hold back. I'm really glad. Uh Ocelot, we could tell Fizz about the vault, but we don't want to terrify him. I'm assuming you're not talking about the weird citrus soda that was around for a couple years, a decade ago. So there's a picture of the vault being the database for Uru. See, I haven't. So before we get started, real fast though, Uru is an online game. Is that correct? It's
Yes.
like an
Um,
MMO or
Yeah, so Uru, to kind of try and really quickly blitz through it without getting too deep into the weeds, after Riven, which is the sequel to Myst, um, Cyan decided that they wanted to make something about Dunny, which is the civilization sort of behind all of this stuff, and lead players down and let them explore the old Dunny city. Um, it was originally launched in 2003 under Ubisoft, and it has an offline component at their insistence, um, which is about the only thing that was left because in 2004 they canceled the online game. Um, and that was about it for a couple of years, and then I don't know if you remember GameTap or if
I
you'd even
do.
heard of it.
Was it like GameFly? Is it the same, or am I thinking of?
Um, So GameTap was basically Netflix but for video games.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Similar to
Um,
GameFly. Like
yeah, and
back when it was
so
on discs, right? Like they'd mail you the
actually
games, or
GameTap was entirely online. It was
okay.
basically like Netflix streaming.
Okay.
Um, but um, they wanted to not only just have the catalog of games that they had licensed to be able to distribute, but they also um, wanted to have some original properties. And so, as Adam Zero is saying in chat, the first couple of seasons of Sam and Max video games were GameTap originals.
I
And
I did not know that Telltale did Sam and Max, and that's
yep,
intriguing from both angles there.
yep. Not the original like Sam and Max Hit the Road. That was a LucasArts deal. But the Sam and Max Save the World and I forget what season two was called. Those two seasons were GameTap originals. I don't remember if the third one was GameTap exclusive or if they had by that time also started distributing them on Steam.
So
Um,
we have real fast. We have here the. I would like to just is it this? There we go. We have here the picture of the elevator buttons.
Yes.
That's incredible.
Yep, that's the elevator. But anyway, so in addition
Yeah, sorry,
to
continue.
that's all right. In addition to the Telltale stuff, GameTap, one of the execs at GameTap knew about Uru and thought that it would be a great fit for the platform, and so they struck a deal with Cyan to basically bring the game back and start it back up again. That lasted for about a year, and then they decided to shut that down as well. And then about a year after that, Cyan brought it back up as basically just um, as it was when it shut down kind of thing. And they were running it. But like there was no new story, there was no new content or anything. It was just, here's all the stuff that we had. You can explore it and have fun. Um, Recently, players have started building and integrating their own stuff into the game, which Guild of Archivists has been trying to work with that group to make sure that everything is nice and cohesive. But that's sort of an ongoing project. But yeah, Uru is sort of a modern day spin-off series.
Cool, cool. Yeah, because as I know when we started talking about Riven, I think it was Ocelot. It was either Ocelot or someone else chimed in, saying that Riven was their absolute favorite game, and the more that I hear about like the world of Myst and all the different like parts of it, the more it's like, oh, this is just like this is an incredible foray into this tip of iceberg. So I'm
Yeah.
glad that there's so much. Pardon me. So much more to delve into after this.
Oh yeah. Riven in my opinion is the pinnacle of the point and click adventure game genre.
Cool. It's always nice to hear that it only gets better from here when here is like heavenly. I can only imagine. So, and with that, I think that jumping back into this, well, I guess I don't know if heavenly is what everybody feels about this, but yeah, I'm gonna use it. Um, I think I can just load game and just hop right back in.
Yep.
I don't recall if I think it was this one. We had said before that this was going to be a decent place to be able to
Mm-hmm.
be save wise. Oh, geez, I need to remember
Yep.
what all my. How do I exit a thing? Or was this
You just have to click in. It
okay?
doesn't save your exact screen.
Okay. Oh, I was just in a spot where that was the only place I could continue.
Yeah.
Okay.
It will always, when you load the game, it will always take you to that linking book. It won't save your exact screen that you're on.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Yeah, because this is the first time I've loaded in, aside from just making sure that things worked last time.
Yeah.
So yes, I do want to do a quick recap of kind of what occurred last time. Um, we are here on this island of Mist. We had some exposition from our main character, and I'm going to need to. I started taking some notes on my whiteboard. I neglected to do that last time. What was the name of our main character once more?
So the person in the red book is Cirrus,
Mhm.
and the person in the blue book is Akinar.
And then
And then
let's
we
see.
also watched a video from, or like a recording from
Mm-hmm.
Atris in the four chamber.
Yeah, I don't know why I
And
said main character. I guess first character that we heard from.
yeah.
Who,
And then Atris also has a wife named Catherine.
And I don't know if it was confirmed or if I've just been inferring this, but I believe that the two gentlemen in the red book and the blue book are Atris's children.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, was that confirmed?
Um,
Uh,
it's sort of implied at this point in
okay,
time.
because he talks about his two boys, and
Yeah.
uh,
Um,
I've been getting this feeling that they seem to be. They eventually become kind of at odds with each other and take two different positions of some kind. I don't exactly know what
yeah.
here, but
And while you're in here, let's find the Stone Ship Journal so we can read through that. I think it's the one on the top right. Um, before we head over. Yep, this is the one.
yeah, cool. Alrighty. So yeah, the last time we had read before I jump into this one, the first one that we read was
The Mechanical Age, which was at the bottom.
bottom. Okay. Gotcha. So I guess that just kind of worked out surprisingly
Yeah, it was
well.
very
Yeah.
coincidentally handy.
Yeah. So then we will. It was this one, correct? We said.
Yep.
Cool.
Yep.
We'll jump in and the way that we have planned on doing this is we'll do one book per stream, since they are relatively large amounts of reading uh, for gameplay purposes.
Mm-hmm.
Great when you're just sitting there on your own, etc. Less great when you're streaming for a whole audience. But that said, at the very least, if you'll indulge me, a single short story here or snippet therein, we have the Stone Ship book. Emmett was the first to live on the rocks. He named them the rocks because that is what they were, a group of sharp rocks clustered together in the middle of a large sea. This was where Emmett lived. He enjoyed his life. Emmett would occasionally swim to nearby rocks as it was never too far of a distance. One day, another person appeared on the rocks, for no apparent reason to Emmett. Yes, okay, sorry. Syntax was confusing me for a moment. We're good. Emmett named this new person Branch. Emmett and Branch quickly became friends, swimming and hunting for fish together often. Emmett showed Branch the simple cave in which he lived on the largest rock. Soon, Branch discovered a place where he decided to live, also on the same large rock. The sun always shone brightly in their world, and the water was always dazzlingly clear, allowing them to see almost to the deep ocean floor which surrounded them. Though the sun always shone, it was never too hot for the boys. A light breeze always came from the north and cooled the area down. One day, while Branch was swimming and having fun in the water, he noticed another boy swimming. Branch brought the new boy to Emmett to find out what to call the new boy. Emmett said the boy should be called Will. Will was soon a part of the group, and all three of the boys swam and enjoyed their perfect world. At least, that is the story I was told when I arrived today on the island. Emmett, Branch, and Will were surprised to see me at first, but even before the night ended, we were all becoming good friends. Today, the second day on this newly created age, a strange thing happened. It was not strange to me, but the three boys did not understand what was happening. While I was relaxing under a large tree on one of the smaller rock islands, it began to rain. It was a nice rain that lasted for about an hour in the morning. I explained to the boys that the rain was not harmful, yet they obviously still feared it. Before going to sleep tonight, I told the boys I would leave the following day. I told them that while I was gone, I would make a surprising change in their world. They didn't understand, not that I expected them to. I still do not fully understand what happened today. I was experimenting with the art, testing the limits of the rules as dictated to me by Father. I attempted to create a boat by writing it into the world. I thought everything was planned correctly, yet somehow the boat had become gripped by the rock and broken in half. Although this test did not turn out as I had hoped, I now have answers to a few of the questions my father never answered. As for the boat, I can see the boys enjoy it anyway, and with that I am pleased. They have played on it all day. Even though the boat cannot move, I have enjoyed studying from it. It is a much sturdier platform than the jagged rocks. In the course of my observations, I have learned some very interesting things regarding the solar system of this age. And here we have a figure of a submersible lamp. The nights are absolutely beautiful here. I have made note of and named a number of constellations that pass above me. Also during the night, I catch glimmers of light from the horizon, which I have not been able to discover if it is created by some natural phenomenon or by additional people on far-off islands or rocks. I should very much like to discover which. I rather suspect it is additional people, which would explain the appearance of Branch and Will. The rain today was slightly heavier than usual. Just when the boys were getting used to the light rains, a small storm arrived. They were frightened of the heavier rain, not to mention the thunder and lightning. If rain has never fallen here until recently, as the boys tell me, I would like to discover why it is falling now. Regardless, I have decided to return home for a short while. I have also been thinking of some plans for a lighthouse that I hope to construct soon. I think that perhaps by shining a bright light toward the horizon, it might prove my suspicions regarding additional inhabitants. They would be curious about the light and travel to discover its source, if they have the means. I returned with many tools that I will need for construction of the lighthouse. I have decided that once the lighthouse is completed, I will leave for some time and let the world's own imagination have control. We have worked 3 weeks on the lighthouse now, and are making great progress. The rock that we are building on seems to not be as secure as I would like. I have had to alter my plans slightly, but those alterations pose no real problem. The boys are quite strong and have been helping me immensely. I estimate construction will be done within 2 days. The lighthouse is finished, and we are all proud of our creation. The boys are amazed at the structure wrought from rock with their own hands. That evening, we powered up the generator, much to the boys' dread at first, and shined a great light to the horizon for many hours. I stayed the night in the top of the lighthouse, and in the morning awoke to observe the sunrise without my being coated with the chilly blanket of ocean dew I had become accustomed to. It was Will who first saw the girl. She was swimming not far from the boat where Will was getting ready to hunt for fish. Then Will noticed a man not far away from the girl. Emmett was very pleased to meet the additional neighbors. I feel pleased to leave this age. I have set in motion events that have nothing to do with writing or the art that will have a more profound impact on this world than I could have ever written. I think... Wait,
There's more
is that a
pages.
comma? Oh, okay. I was like, then I could have ever written, I think, perhaps. But, okay, stone ship age, bird's eye. Okay, so we have a bit of a map. Maybe we'll have to come... Aha, I see. That'll have a more profound impact on this world than I could have ever written. I think of it, this age, as a gift to myself, that I will wrap up and open someday in the future, only to discover that it has changed so much that indeed it is a surprise. Besides, I have yet another new age that awaits me. It seems I'm going to need some way to travel underwater in this new age, and so much planning is in order. It has been 10 years since I left this age, which I have since called the Stone Ship Age. Upon returning, I cannot believe the changes that have taken place. The original 3 boys have grown into adults, and there are many new faces that I do not recognize. Branch told me that it has not rained for 7 years, and the cool breezes are back again. They are all very content and have been serving me with new foods and showing me new materials they have discovered. It even seems they have found gold somewhere. I see it in many forms around the island. My lighthouse has been kept in perfect condition, and it looks as if they have tried their very best to keep it so. Yet I have noted that the entire rock it was built on has sunk approximately 40 or 50 centimeters. After a wonderful visit with my old friends, I wonder aloud with them what things will be like here in another 10 years. And then we have our constellations, and we used these constellations before to solve a puzzle in the beginning, raising the ship such that we could access it.
Yep.
That was this here. Howdy, Lau. Also, if I did say hi, to you folks. Hi, Anim Zero, and hi, Ocelot. Let's see. It's going to take me just a little bit of time to get reaccustomed. Anytime I switch to a different video game with a different control scheme, my brain has to rewire.
Oh, yeah.
That is a rocket. And folks, please do let me know if any sound needs to be changed, whether any balance discrepancies between myself and Alahmnat or ourselves in the game. Alrighty, and then... Ah, there we are. Aboard this. And here we have the book to the Stone Ship Age. So just some musings aloud from that. It sounds like these ages are almost not times as I initially thought of, or if they are, they're almost like places where, as they exist in books, they can be literally written into and altered from the outside. I don't know if these are things I necessarily want confirmed at the moment, but
Yeah, we can talk
I
about
really
it later.
like that concept. Thought I saw. Is this? Okay, two sides of... I have two paths here, I see. Okay. That's right, because it talked about how there was a rock. It had... The ship had kind of, I guess, summoned in... and phased through this rock as it was summoned.
Yeah, I always kind of interpreted it a little bit as a bit of a Philadelphia experiment kind of thing.
I'm actually not familiar with Philadelphia Experiment.
So the Philadelphia experiment is a bit of an urban legend about the U.S. military having tested some like teleportation technology with
Oh,
one of
I
their
see.
warships, and it's also a little bit of a creepypasta because like when it reappears, it just disappears out of the harbor, and when it reappears, people will like phase through bulkheads and all kinds of stuff.
Rad.
But yeah, like I always kind of saw this as being similar in that way, where like it kind of became fused.
Yeah. Like, well, I wanted a boat, but I forgot to describe the boat as not being in rock. So here it is, and rock happened to be there. Ooh, okay. What's this? Gotcha. Okay, I can look all around.
Yes, the Pegasus from Star Trek is another example. Where I remember correctly, that's the one where Starfleet was experimenting with cloaking technology, and they phased it uh into the inside of an asteroid.
Oh, rad. Or, well, I guess not rad for the
Yeah.
Pegasus, but rad in concept.
Yeah.
Okay. A cloak so strong matter doesn't even detect you. Something, something dark matter. Something, something.
Hmm.
Actually, I suppose dark matter would be the opposite. Dark matter, only matter is detecting it. Nothing else. Alrighty. Well, good to know this is here. What was... There was something I wanted to make note of really fast. And it was... Please. Please, I beg of you. Where is this? I wanted to note where this was, because everything else is made of rock, but this is man-made, and I have a funny feeling something's going to ask me about it. That's at 135 degrees. Just want to hear the flute for a moment.
I love this track. It's very good.
Do the songs get reused throughout the game, or
So the brothers sort of have motifs that play.
okay?
But otherwise, all of the music is very specific to a place.
Cool. Yeah, I feel like a song like this would go unappreciated since you get here and you click on it and it doesn't play the music while you're looking at it, and that's the only reason to be here.
Yeah.
But let's go back down mountain. There was... I want to just explore what I can outside before I start going into any rooms. Although,
Oh yeah.
let's see. Bells. No, not bells. Lights. Generator something? Okay, but only one can be on at a time. What are we looking at here? To be continued. Okay, broken glass, a key. Which likes to jam. Okay.
But the key is chained down, so you can't use that key on the lock.
Yeah. I mean, how long has that chain been here, and how rusted is it, and how large of a rock would it take? How easy do these stones come loose enough for me to bust that open? Let's delve in here for a moment. There was another approach I can make to that same spot, I believe, from this side. If I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
Just to catch my bearings here. So, there's this entrance. There's also... walking over here, there is... Wait, hang on. Yeah, there's this entrance.
Yeah,
And
there's
these are
there's
both...
one on the fore end of the boat and the aft end of the boat. Both have an
Yeah.
entrance.
Starboard, larboard. Alrighty.
Yes.
Fore and aft. I suppose... thinking about this as... Oh wait, hang on. 1, 3, My thought was 135 degrees And maybe these are number of turnings them's ons. So we have two immediate questions to solve, I suppose, or two immediate potential ways forward. We have something to do with those, and then we also have the key. The key can't be moved. We also have this room, which I can't see anything in. And then we have up top here with the pretty flute music. Is there anything else? I didn't mean to click off of that. Please? Hello? Yeah, no, this is all, I love the art here. Why is this not? There we go.
Yeah, you have to click on the back of it
I see. Oh, eyepiece.
because
That makes
that's
sense.
where you put your eye.
Yeah, yeah. It's like a lot of these are very obvious, like specificities. It's just
Mm-hmm.
so many so many changes have happened to video games where it's like it doesn't matter, just click on it anywhere.
Yeah, hold E.
Yeah. This is interesting to me as well. So I'm not sure if that's like a needle or a.
I think it might be one of the masts. I don't remember.
I believe you are correct. That would make sense. That's where the boat is in accordance, because 180 degrees would be coming from behind me.
Mm-hmm.
And then this, though, that's got to be the top of I believe the lighthouse it was. Oh, here's the other piece there, and that's at, what would that be, 114? 114 and 1. Ocelot says 182 for the other. I'm not sure if that's going to mean much, but it is interesting that so many of these mountains are positioned in such a way that they can have numbers should I need to assign them one. I already tried here. It's interesting having all these power lines and such too.
Mm-hmm.
I like the setting of this area.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite ages.
Yes, okay, this was the top there that we were looking at before. So perhaps it was just open and I had neglected to try it. Oh, wait.
Can't go downstairs, it's flooded.
Yeah. However, a thought occurs to me. I don't know I guess I'll ask you, since I have you as a wonderful resource. Warm or cold? Or I guess not warm or cold. Is this another instance where the answers are all in this area?
Yes.
Okay. Because I was thinking perhaps I might have to rewrite the water level to be lower, or alter the boat outside further to
No,
adjust the
everything
boat here.
everything is self-contained.
Okay. That's very good to know.
Yeah.
Well, what happens if I just leave this on?
That's a good question.
My Bluetooth speakers yell at me. That's what happens. Okay. All right. Oh,
Hey, look at
okay.
that. We found pumps.
Gotcha. Ooh. Neato. Beautiful. We don't know much about the player character, but we do know they cannot swim. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Lao, rewrite the water level. What magical reality altering powers have we discovered? Apparently, whoever was writing in the book relating to this age wrote this ship into existence. I am not sure by what magics, but some magics. Ooh. Huh.
Bill's here.
It says drink me. Trying to see if I squint if these are legible.
Yeah, it's
There's
a little hard to
Kniffy.
make them out.
The most organized addict, I swear, yeah. Look, I might be on drugs, but at least I know where each of them are and how many I have.
Yes, it's important to know these things.
So many candelabras. Candles. I don't think that many
Hey,
candelabras would fit in these.
check out that pattern on the right there.
Hello. Ooh.
Red page.
Okay. Well, I'm going to leave that there for now. But I'm going to make a note that red page is in bottom of, let's say,
Are my things not working again? Hang on.
dresser.
Let's try this again. Hello? There we go.
Let's see.
I don't know why they sometimes cut out, but apologies.
Yes, Al's subtitles should be working today. Were they not working before?
Apparently they stopped again.
I can't hear anything right now. That's what's going on.
Oh. You can't hear me?
One moment. I thought everything was silent.
I was wondering why he wasn't saying anything to me.
Babe, did my headphones attach to your phone? Okay. I apologize there, Al. If you've been talking, I haven't heard you at all. I just assumed.
Yeah. So if you click on that that middle shelf again in this dresser drawer.
My phone's
Oh, he hasn't said
my
fixed
phone
it yet.
my headphone's connected to something, but I don't know what. But let me. There. Yes. Oh, okay.
Hello.
Cool. Okay. Hello. No worries.
Hey.
Yeah, now I can hear, and now I hear music.
Awesome.
Alrighty. Cool. Cool. Cool.
So yeah, if you go back into the dresser drawer and click on the second shelf down, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Check out that pattern on the right-hand side. That should look familiar.
Yes, it does. I don't recall. I remember making note that it was a star and crescent shape.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was the there was like a like an apocalyptic force of some kind.
Yeah, that's the insignia of the black ships from the Mechanical Age.
Yeah, there we are. Cool. Thank you for pointing that out. Yeah, my brain kind of glossed over that. I saw this and was like, oh, some nice pajamas, and then like the you know the just the moons all over the sleepy time clothes. But
Sure.
yeah. Hello.
Money.
Doubloons. Jewels. Rupees. Is this theme that's playing right now the same as one of the rooms in the Mechanical Age?
Yeah, they are all variations on the same theme. The one in Mechanical Age has more of a like metal hits and that kind of stuff in it.
Mm-hmm. But the motifs are all there for.
Yeah.
I'm assuming the owner of this room probably similar to the owner of a similar room. Let's see. So assuming, is it this one that I was not in yet, or did I?
Yep, this is the right one.
Okay.
There you go. This room is creepier.
Yeah. All right. That's the poison for Cirrus. Cirrus is poison.
Poison specifically for Cirrus.
I'm cool if you wanna have like a rib cage lamp. That's awesome. Not a fan of whatever's going on with this bed.
Yeah, it's a little
Yeah. I'm digging the masks. Ooh. A rose by any other name. Oh, cool.
We have Adobe Morph targeting, and gosh darn it, we're going to use it.
Yeah. Neat. With this, we shall alchemize flowers into the dead. And a map of some sort. With fish? Question mark?
I love all these like old maps that they found for this
Yeah.
drawer.
My map collection aches. Are
But
these all...
I love that between this map drawer and just the fact that there is the insignia of the black ships in the other room. Like, there's so much story that is just in those two facts.
Yeah. No, I wholeheartedly agree. Oh, okay. Marker switches, okay. The vault is the island of achieved very instructions are each of the marker turn every one of on position. That as a final step to there to very helpful.
Yes, perfect.
Although this implies to me that mayhaps we can have the other side of this. You know, we're gonna play the screenshot game on this one.
That's fair.
Did that work? Can I? Oh, was it this? There we go. Just gonna do that. And can I do? What's it called? Sticky notes. There we go. Don't like that that's popping up over there. Nope, don't like that there's numbers on screen. Let's see. That's okay. There was nothing important. Windows is rude. Thanks, Windows. This image cannot be loaded. Well, harumph. Okay, paint it is.
When all else fails, there's always paint.
Oh, yeah. To crop it. I'll save this to... Oh, good. I already have a folder for Myst stuff. Awesome. Switch paper. Save that. We're gonna do this just like we did with Tunic. Alrighty. It's in the stream VC text chat if you lose your copy. Awesome. Thank you. You're the greatest and the best, and I appreciate you immensely. Alrighty. Do these images exist in full faculty elsewhere, or is this as full of faculty?
As far as
As
the game is
exists.
concerned, those are the highest resolution we've got. I don't know if anyone has actually done the legwork of trying to line them up with real-world old maps.
Okay. I was thinking it'd be cool to try and track some of those down and put together like a Myst map board
Yeah, that would be neat.
to add to the wall. Or well, the wall that I will eventually have here, because I keep talking about it. I've been talking about it for a year, but I have everything to go there. I just don't have them in frames. I got the Final Fantasy 16 Deluxe Edition just for the cloth map. I essentially bought a $100 cloth map that came with a free PS5 game. But yeah, eventually I'll get to playing that. However, we did have a third pump, and that third pump should have been for this. Maybe. So I thought.
You did have 3 buttons, and you only left one of them on.
I thought I thought I turned all 3 of them on, and.
Nope, you can only have one on at a time.
Oh. Now I understand how that works. I thought it was like I turned it on, it ran, and then I turned on another and it ran.
No. Alas.
Yeah. Okay, well, it's not this one, but what does... Aha! Okay. Ship itself. Ooh. Is there a light in here? I have a feeling I'm going to need to come back with some form of light. Maybe from a lighthouse?
Oh yes, Ocelot reminds me. The bubbles in there. Do you want to know how they
Yeah.
made those bubble
Yeah,
noises?
please. Yeah, I love Foley stories.
So Chris Brandcamp is the guy that did all of the original Foley. Like, there's also a whole bunch of like stock sound effects in here, but the original Foley work for the bubbles was done by Chris Brandcamp, and he just took a plastic tube and blew bubbles into his toilet and recorded it.
Amazing. I was going to guess. I almost cut you off to say I was going to guess that it was like a glass of milk and blowing bubbles into it. But
Yeah, no, toilet's better.
yeah, toilet sure is better. It's a much more brave approach.
Yes.
Agree. Toilet has reverb, sorta. Yeah, that's fair. Alrighty. Oh, okay. We've drained what was in here. That's interesting. It's interesting that a treasure chest, or well, I guess a chest in general would have. Can I take one of these? Of course. Still chained. This needs a key then. Does it? Oh, it opens the other way. Strange.
I never noticed that before. That's
Yeah,
amazing.
the lock is here, but the hinges are also here.
Oh no.
I'm not going to judge them, but
Yeah. No, I
if the
never
mechanism
noticed that
works.
before.
Let's see. I need a key. That's the biggest thing right now, and that means that either I've
Oh, Anim Zero might be right. They might be hinges for the latches on the side.
the latch hinges.
So those little bottom tabs can flip up and down.
I see. Okay. So yeah, I want to go back into this room. 'Cause I feel like I didn't quite explore it as much as I would have liked.
I was always creeped out by Akinar's rooms as a kid. Like, this one I had a bizarre, like, fascination with how creepy it was, but the one in Mechanical Age I always just, like, turboed through as a kid, because that's... No, thank you.
Have you ever played Loom?
I have not played Loom.
Okay. I don't recall playing through the game all the way through, or if I did, I have maybe 3-4 memories tops. But I remember being maybe like probably like 6 or 7 and just being terrified of like there's like an early like it was either a graveyard or like a spooky forest kind of a thing, and I don't know why that would terrify me so, but I don't know why a lot of things at 6-year-old. So
Yeah.
Similar just visceral reaction to Spoop. Ask me about Loom. NM0, are you a Loom aficionado? I remember learning the term EWE from that game. Oh, no, I just know that one joke from Monkey Island. And I don't know that one joke from Monkey Island.
Yeah.
I still haven't played Monkey Island. We were talking about potentially playing the latest one, but then Myst congealed. And that's what we're doing instead. I'm gonna try. Was it the far right one that was for the? No, it was not. It was far left. It's gonna be for down into the. Oh, actually, I tried looking at this side, but we do have another half of the ship, don't we? That I think I missed. So let's try this. Oh, no, but it's not.
Nope.
No.
No room
down.
on this side.
Yeah. I'll try one more time. Explore this without, because I kind of gave up early, assuming that because I can't see anything. Yeah, this is nice. I like the...
Like, it's really impressive how in 1993 they managed to make this look. Like, this looks like it's underwater.
Yeah, absolutely.
With the light filtering in from above, it's just really, really impressive.
I would agree. Now I think my first thought is still true, that I need a light of some sort. So, unless I've missed something, I'm going to try going back into... Is this the... Yeah, opulent room. Like, did he hide something under the bed? Here we go. Hello. There's an arrow. Alrighty. I'm just gonna ponder this orb for a moment.
Oh, there's one more desk toy that you can play with.
Yeah. Cool. I want this in real life.
Yeah, I know. I do too, honestly. It's very cool.
It looks like it would have the consistency of string cheese. I don't know. I don't know if I like that or hate it, but
I just love the tiny little bounce it does at the very end as everything snaps back together.
yeah.
I don't know why, but none of the remakes have been able to capture it quite as well.
There's gotta be a key around here somewhere.
I mean, there's the one that's chained down to the planks in the lighthouse.
There is. Chained
That's as far as I'm gonna say anything, because otherwise I'm gonna be spoiling
Yeah.
your experience.
Well, no, I appreciate though the Oh.
It floats when it doesn't have
I
water in it.
see, because it doesn't have water in it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Yes, this makes sense now. Okay.
I will say, if you had left the valve open, it would still be down there because it would have refilled with water.
I got lucky.
You did.
Cool. It just seemed better to leave it shut. I don't. Okay.
I mean, I agree.
Yeah. All right. Now, I believe then. Yeah, let's take.
You gotta hold it down.
Yeah, I just want to see what the. Oh, I just hold it down. Okay, I don't have to crank it.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's something.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever have one of those? It was a flashlight, but to power it, it had the grippy
Oh yeah, the
thing
little
that you would.
crank on the side.
In this case, it wasn't the crank. It was it was like a hand-sized trigger that you would just keep squeezing, and it would spin
Oh,
the.
wild.
Yeah, like it would just, and it would the light would be brighter. Yeah, a friction dynamo. That sounds correct.
I
Quixotic
don't remember what you
Scrivener.
have.
That is an amazing username, I have to
I
say.
don't. I don't remember how you have to do this in the VR version.
Let's see.
But this will eventually drain out. For some reason, when I first played this with my dad way back in 1993, when this first came out, um, the uh, the generator behaviors was broken somehow, and so you only had to click and turn it the smallest amount, and it would immediately charge the battery to full, and you'd never have to drain it, or it would just
Gotcha.
never drain. But the behavior seems to be fixed in the Steam version.
Oops. No, back. I don't have time for these misclicks. There we are. Do we have light?
Ah, you fool.
I am. I am a fool. I've been hoodwinked, bamboozled. Uh,
There's lights in the cave, though.
in the cave.
The tunnels.
Oh, these lads.
Yeah.
Oh, so there is. Oh, okay. So that tells me. That tells me that there's some electrical tomfoolery that I need to mess with. Who's this middle one, which was for the. I guess it doesn't matter now. Has to go back down. This will just top up because otherwise it's gonna bug me. Okay, so another thought that I have. So we have power going from this to two locations. Both of those. Let's see. This one leads to here. The other goes up around. I'm getting lost a bit. To here. Is there... perhaps something to be found in here? These look same as it ever was. Oh, they scribbled on the walls. They didn't. So let's try. Is this where I just was? Or is this the other one? This was the same. Okay. Back. No. Okay. I want to be this way. No. No. Yes. Okay. I wonder... is there like a power cable in here that needs to be connected? Doesn't appear so. Did I open this already? I did. That's right. So then my other thought is that the cables need to go to... it's in the ship, so... well, the light looks like it's on. Is it this one? This light is on now. So why would this still be... unless it's really as simple as there's a light switch in here that now works. Which I will laugh. Ha 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 ha. What am I looking for? An overhead light? Maybe? Yes, I would like to know yes or no before Pixel Hunt. Ocelot, that sounds great.
No, there is not a light switch in here.
Okay. If I were a light switch... where would I be? So I think the light on the ship stairs was already on before we got the battery charged. Quite possible.
Yeah, I think it is. I haven't tried going back in here yet with
Let me make sure the battery is charged. Oh. Huh? Okay. It's just nice and full. Alrighty.
Or maybe it's not fully fixed.
Let's see. What I want to do is get that drained. Was it this one? See what happens once. Okay. We already did that, but
I
now
didn't
I
realize it
have...
would let you pick the key back up. That's fascinating. Oh, but you drop it. Okay.
I guess that's in case you leave and you come back.
Yeah.
Can I take that light? Can I take one of these light bulbs?
Nope.
And power it with what, you might ask? I have no idea, but who knows? Maybe they wrote in Tesla's Wi-Fi. Hmm. I'm missing something here. Did anything change now that things are powered here? No. Let's try going this way. It's tiny. Come on. Almost there. Almost got it. Aha. Hmm. What could that be doing?
So I will say that there is somewhere that you haven't been yet.
Okay. Let's see. My assumption is... Oh, they said... Can I... Okay, so the story said that they often would swim out to rocks,
You
but
can't go swimming.
I can't go swimming. Okay.
It is somewhere on this island, but it is something that, like, it is a little bit of a pixel hunt to find.
That's okay. Is on the island. Thought it'd be the bow of the ship, but...
No, the box on the front of the box on the front of the ship is a red herring.
Okay. Be... Oh, huh. I didn't recognize what that plank was, but now I see it's the stairs.
Yep.
Then my assumption would be it would be on. Where did it go? Because they made these paths so long,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know if that's. There we go. Cool.
You got it.
Yeah, I was like, they made these paths long enough that there should be something in between there.
Mm-hmm.
Either that or it's to show how deep these are.
Yeah, 6 of one, half a dozen of the other.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, now you done it.
Oh. Please. That's a terrifying sound, actually.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, I like to think of myself as an adult, and that sound is unsettling to me. So.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, see, I thought I caused that alarm.
Did you click on one of the things?
I did.
Okay, then you did, yes.
I did. Okay.
You should be
Klaxons,
good
well,
now.
yes, indeed. Okay, well, I certainly don't like the idea of it just immediately draining. Oops, is it there?
Nope, it's down a little further.
Oh, there we are. Okay, let's see. Does this lead to the other side?
Yep.
Gotcha. Cool. All right. This would be where it's nice to have our, what was that, 135? I think, 0. What is this going to be? 180. How many are here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Wait. 1, 2, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay, so there's 32. This is more. Is this a compass then?
Mm-hmm.
Trying to think how. Hang on. 180. That's 45. So that would be 135. Yeah, okay.
Hey!
Cool.
Now the lights are on.
Yeah. I really don't like that the points don't line up to degrees, but the 135 being 45 away from a right angle at least,
Yeah.
like, meant that it would line up with a compass mark there.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't like that it's 32 pegs for 360 degrees.
Yeah, it's weird.
Alrighty, in this case, then, we now go... It was in the ship. That's right. I can solve a wacky degree puzzle, but remembering which of 3 things does a thing I want doesn't doesn't work in the slightest. Alrighty. Okay. Now this is an Adobe lens flare if I've ever seen one.
Oh yeah, that's a Photoshop lens flare right there.
Gorgeous. Okay. What are you? Whoa. Back to Myst. Okay. So now I have my way out, and I can
Yep.
go and grab pages. Oh, but this is... These puzzles, very cool. Getting these pages out, a little on the tedious side. Neat subtle Foley note. When you solved the compass rose, it started playing the water sound that was playing in here. Gotcha. Wooden being underwater kind of reminds me of some of the rooms and echoes of the eye. I was just thinking about that, actually. What room was it? That crossed my mind as well. I don't remember which room did it exactly, but I don't want to go red first. The brothers have given themselves colors, and therefore I find myself aligned with one. I just went back to the same room.
You did.
Please.
It's left out of here.
This.
Straight. Turn right. And
It's this
stairway.
one?
Nope, turn right.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Now turn left. Yeah.
This way.
Take the stairs over.
Understood.
Yep.
Yeah, cool. Okay. I can picture the ship as it is, but, like, just the way that they have the different sides positioned, like,
Mm-hmm.
my brain isn't, like, fully connecting the 3D object without having the... I can see how the, like, Unity version of this, for instance, excuse me, might be really helpful in some of those scenarios, but at the same
Yeah,
time,
it's definitely a lot easier to navigate.
I am very glad I'm not using it, though. I like this quite a lot. Okay. Now we can climb back up, excuse me. We'll get both of these pages out, and then we'll call a break, I think.
Okay. While we're running around, I will say what I find interesting is that this is the age that has had the most changes done to it between each version of the game.
Okay.
So like here it's, kind of this gray, overcast, browny kind of color to the sky.
Mm-hmm.
In the original Real Mist release, it had a day-night cycle where the daytime was the same kind of browny overcast, and then at night it would get really dark and almost pitch black, and it was raining the whole time, which I always thought was really
Interesting.
neat. Um, the the masterpiece edition of Real Mist, it was just nighttime all the time,
Huh.
and so it had a very different tone because it was just like pitch black all the time. Um, and then the new version in Myst 2020, it's like this brilliant, like brown orange sunset. It's really gorgeous, but it does definitely still have yet another different tone to it than the kind of overcasty, hazy kind of tone that the original one has.
Was there a reason for having a day-night cycle added? Like, did all of the areas gain one, or?
All of them, but one, and the reason the one didn't was because of the technical limitations of the time.
Mm-hmm.
But Real Mist was basically, hey, we're going to like pull out all the stops and bells and whistles, everything. Everything gets day-night cycles. Everything gets fancy stuff happening. Um, but yeah,
Cool. I I I may snag that version after all of this, just so I can dive back into the world. Because knowing how these puzzles are solved too seems to me you can really blaze through stuff when you don't have to go searching for answers for things and
oh
just
yeah,
know exactly which buttons to hit and things like that. Are any of the answers like randomly generated? Like which?
not in the original version. The only version that has random puzzle solutions is the most recent release, the 2020 version,
Okay,
and those you have to opt into.
gotcha. We are going to now listen to the musical stylings of Akinar, I believe you said was our blue friend.
Yes.
Ah, good. Still more pages you bought. Bring more. I must have some more. All I ask of you. Long. It's so long since my brother, Cirrus, wrongfully imprisoned me within this book. Stupid schemes. Pretty speech. Greed, which is endless. Should be perfectly obvious to you. He's done evil and he has destroyed all before. Do not bring the red pages to him. Not let him trick you. He tricked our father. Hideously murdered our father. He'll trick you. He'll murder you. Don't touch the red pages. I beg you to bring the blue pages. To me, listen, you must obey me. Blue pages are my only hope. You must help me. You must help me.
He's not really helping his own cause with his tone there.
No,
Just
he's
gonna
not.
say.
I think a lot of people default to listening to Cirrus first, or exclusively sometimes, just because he's much more well-spoken.
Sure. Now I don't trust either of these motherfuckers, and so given the given the choice between two equal objects, pick the blue one. So I
Fair
hence
enough.
there we go. Can I just bring him the white pages and I must find out how to I need to order pizza. Bring me the yellow pages. I need the phone numbers. The list. Why can I not remember how to get on the damn boat? Oh, there we go. We did it.
Woo!
Yeah, what does happen to a world if the world is if the world can have things written into it, then what happens if you tear pages out of it? Do you just
Well, now that's a
can
good
I,
question,
can I
isn't it?
unboat a world? The other one was in the brother's room, and that was the middle one? Power is off again?
Yeah, we're gonna have to crank the generator before we can get back out.
Yeah. That's okay, because at the very least, we can have this in hand while we do so.
Yeah. Something else that you that I find interesting is that because of the fact that originally the game was done in 8-bit and the cursors would have to be rendered in the same color palette as the age,
Mm-hmm.
the red and blue pages have different colors in each of the ages
Oh,
because
interesting.
they don't necessarily have one of the same red in each of the color palettes.
Yeah. Okay.
It's one of those like quirky little technical things that I just kind of find fascinating.
Yeah, no, I like that. See, one would think that you would have how many colors per, was it 256?
Yep.
That you had to work with? I would have thought that you would have had like maybe 16 of those be UI reserved. Like, I feel like you could have gotten away with one less color or two less
Maybe,
colors to make sure, but
yeah, they squeezed every ounce of detail they could out of the 8 bits that they had. So
yeah. Oh no, and it's beautiful, and I like it makes me think, like, I wonder if the page icons were a thought after everything was already rendered,
I don't know.
and then they had to play with what they had instead of. Is it this one?
You're gonna have to
There we go.
probably turn the compass rose back on. Yeah.
How could this happen to me? Made my mistakes.
Nope. Second one.
Thank you. Yeah, if you could just, at this point, I solved it. I just need.
Yeah. Oh, walk past it.
Yes.
There you go.
Oh, I see the little button now.
They made this a lot more obvious in later versions as well.
It was this one. Here I've installed a light switch on your wall. There are 32 light switches, and only one will turn your room's light on.
Over the stairs.
Thank you.
Yep.
There we go. And it was far left?
I believe so, yes.
I too believe so. Cool.
That's the one thing that I can never keep straight.
What is happening here?
So Myst is definitely, like, if you look at it in the context of the larger series, Myst is definitely a game that is more more dreamlike.
Okay.
It's definitely got some touches of Cyan's previous games where things are just sort of like, you know, a little magical, a little quirky, and they kind of dial that back and pull up the realism a bit more.
Okay.
In the re-release in 2020, it actually just like opens a hatch in the table that the book comes up out of,
Interesting. Okay.
which is not nearly as cool. But yeah, somebody found the transform effect in the design tools and decided that it was going to be the thing that they were going to play with
Yeah.
that day.
I kind of like the idea of this, like, at least to my understanding, these worlds are malleable based on what is written. So therefore, if somebody wanted to say that, you know, anecdote, oh, and by the way, the Myst book is hidden as table liquid, that would just occur. But I don't know if that's how these worlds work. That said, we have a serious conversation to be had. Let's listen to Cirrus's pleas for pages.
Have returned. Additional page. Flee from my prison on this forgotten island of Myst. I see that you are. I am called Cirrus. I need all the red pages. I know. Must search and bring 2 more for the red pages. I am released. I promise. Don't touch the blue pages. That is for my brother. For my wicked brother. He is a man of distorted mind and senses. He disgusts me. Do not release Alahmnat. Thirst for destruction is not never ending. Bring the red paper. May you please release me from this prison. I promise you will be greatly rewarded. You must help me. Help me.
I feel like I could be greatly rewarded simply by raiding all of the gems and coins that he's left lying around in his rooms.
Yeah.
And he could just stay in the book. But howdy, Bender. How that book make picture sounds? Magic.
Yeah, it's magic.
Is this the first time that he says his name, or did he say it the last time?
He said it a couple of times before, but this
Okay.
is like the third page is usually about the point where they start becoming actually intelligible.
Gotcha.
So yeah, that was Stone Ship.
Yeah, all right. Now,
I know you had mentioned wanting to go on break. I don't know if when we come back you wanted to try and do another one, or if you wanted to kind of just chat about things. But I'm open to either option.
I think I'm down to go another, at least perhaps unlock whatever my next one is, and perhaps we read another book.
Okay.
Though I think the goal will be, depending on how soon I find the next area to go to, if we find it and then it's around 8:30, then we'll call it there and then read its story next when we start the next stream. But if it's like early enough, we still have another half hour to go, we can like read and start on it perhaps.
Okay.
So,
that works for
that
me.
said, I like the idea of a break. So we'll go ahead and do that. Can I not go? There we go. I'm gonna. If I click over here, does that mute the sound? It does not. Let me. That will. I didn't. Okay, good. I'm gonna save real fast too, while I'm
Good plan.
thinking about it. Let me just save over save. Cool. We'll leave it right here, and I'm gonna roll that beautiful bean footage, and then I will be back. There's good music for break in the 4 chamber. Oh, I was gonna do the all the sweet ads. Excuse me. Oh, I'm burpy all of a sudden. Alrighty, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna hit the cool break button before I burp myself to death. See y'all in about 10 to 15. Where's
Yep.
that button? Is it this one? Yes. And I'm back. Let me make sure I've got Alahmnat back on the line. Which means I need to go over to Discord. There we are. I forget how I gave Alahmnat warning before. There we go. I forget if I like messaged you beforehand. I apologize that I did not this time. But that should be good. So make sure I have everything. Okay, I am undeafened. Yeah. Alrighty. Hope y'all had a good time of getting up and around, having some snacks, some drinks, some water, some hydrations. Hydrangeas as well, if you're into flowers, I suppose. Tortilla chips and milk. Combination for the ages. I had milk today for like the first time in a while. Normally an almond milk kind of guy. What was that? Nothing. What? You mean nothing? Okay. I had like somebody at my work specifically requested 2% milk. And so I had the time, so I went on a journey and found some in the deep recesses of the kitchen. No, a walk-in. Trying to resolve subtitles not working. One moment. No worries. Yeah. Did you say second time in a while? Is that what you? Maybe it's not the first time in a while. Maybe it's the second time in a while. Me? Yeah, is that what you said? Oh, you called me a psychopath. I thought you corrected my for the first time in a while. I thought you said second. No, you're insane. You said psycho. Okay, yeah. Curtain glitch, the most terrifying glitch. Yes, indeed. Her voice comes from beyond the curtain. Ooh. Yeah, the most terrifying glitch is the one you can't see. Because for every glitch you see, there are like at least 100 other glitches that you can't see. An infestation. The only glitch to exist. Actually, only a void person. Yeah.
Do not perceive me.
I think hearing counts as perceiving of some kind, but okay. Do you want to? I'm trying to see if I don't think it's. I'm making sure it's nothing. I do not hear them, unfortunately. Looking to see if there's anything on my end that I. Because if they're talking, but
Oh, I think
there we go.
My my microphone stick is removable on my headset, and it got very slightly unplugged while we were on break, apparently.
Gotcha. Is that the acoustic set? The Alahmnat unplugged.
Yes, exactly.
Cool. Well, welcome back.
Thank you.
Let's see. Okay. Oh, no, I just want to resume. Okay. So, now that we have solved Stone Ship, we'll need a place to go next. Now, there was... Let's see. We solved Most of these are going to be things that we've already solved, I think.
So
Let's see what
we're
these
halfway through.
have. Okay.
So we've done 2, we have 2 left.
This I did we I'm trying to remember what puzzles we've done already.
So we've played around with this one, but we haven't solved it.
Okay.
And then there's
Right, 'cause
also
this was
the stuff in the cabin that we
wonky.
haven't that we've played with but haven't solved.
There's a cabin.
Yeah.
Ah. Pressure. We opened this already, though, correct?
No,
No, we didn't.
we have not opened this, and we have not figured out what to do with the gas that's pouring out because you opened the valve.
What was the... Pulling clock tower out in the water, which is mechanical, and the standing lamp looking things around the model ship. Okay. I see. So that loosens it, right? So then this tightens it.
It's actually backwards.
I see.
So when you turn it to the right, it lets more gas through. When you turn it to the left, it cuts off the flow.
Cool.
And we just need to stand a fan up in the door and we'll be fine.
Say again?
I said, now we just need to stand up a fan in the door and we'll be fine.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's...
Yeah.
we could use this to air out a little faster. Hmm. What is this doing? If anything. Oh, hello.
Big tree.
Huh. Big tree indeed. I don't think I'd been here yet. So that's this. And what happens if we open this? $17, $18, $19, $20. Okay, so it's 25 turns
Of course it is.
to get to maximum.
Don't mind me. I'm making jokes about things that are way off in the future.
Sounds good to me. We already did this one.
Yep.
This is already... I love the music in there.
Mhm.
So what would be changed by... Let's see. This we need to power from the the what was it called? The generator thing is my assumption anyway.
Yeah.
This we already did this, but we don't know what the other half of that paper is, so I'm assuming it's going to be from a different age.
I will say the one thing that, just in case you've forgotten from last week, is if you don't have the access keys, remember the tower rotation.
Right. The tower rotates. So there was Rocket. There. This was the mechanical age. This was Stone Ship. I see. So in that case, the next one will be here for the tree.
Yep.
Cool. And then to get there, we use this painting made out of the same material as that table.
Yeah.
And then so difficult to think and solve puzzles when you're dizzy from the gas. Yeah. Agreed. I don't know. Sometimes the puzzles make a little more sense. 724. Okay. Let's see. I like it.
Good Times New Roman in there.
Yeah. I almost want to just go and snag the other. Can I not? There we go. Yeah, I think we can unlock both of these, or well, I don't know if it's unlockable by both, but
We could
want
definitely get
to-
the hints for both of them.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Did the original have the red coloring once you've landed on something?
Yes.
Okay. Ocelot says, just be sure you don't be like me and remember to actually write down which things the hints are for. Agreed. 724 is for, we'll say tree. And whatever I'm about to see. Oh, nifty. That's a lot more of just a straight answer than I thought it
Yeah.
was gonna be. Oh, I just yeah, just let me know exactly, I guess. Yeah, it's rocket. Gotta ease you into the puzzle solving. Yeah, I mean this is just entrance. It's the quite literally the gateway puzzles, right?
Yeah. And I mean, like, the thing about Myst puzzles is that they generally tend to actually give you the answer. And the challenge is figuring out how to implement it, as opposed to like giving you a couple of clues and then being like, it's your problem now.
Yeah, I kind of like that too, in that um, it also seems like there's been a nice variety of a nice variety of different puzzles, because I find sometimes I'll be in the middle of a game or towards the end and like I'll run into a puzzle and I'll just think like, why is this easy puzzle like here at the 75% mark or something? But I have to think like, no, it's just that this one type of puzzle happens to be really easy for me, or like I stumbled upon this, and to somebody else this could very easily be the 75% of the way through puzzle that's stumping them.
Yeah.
So I try not to put too much stock into which to difficulty level of certain things, but to get to the cabin, we need to go this way. There we go. Haha. And we're just gonna listen to that for a minute. Is it possible to game over in this?
No, it's actually not.
Okay. Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay. I love that that's by mouse over.
Yes, it's
that
very
makes
good.
Me happy. Cool.
Going up.
Okay. Does this... I see.
It does eventually. Yeah, it does eventually stop.
Okay, well.
We don't have tree to the heavens, quite.
3, 4, 5. Wait, yes, this is right. 13, 14, 15. Alright, that's gonna take its sweet time.
Nope. Hang on. Just wait here, because it'll
okay.
come down faster than you think.
Well, my thought is that I'm gonna have to like turn on the pressure and run out. Yeah. So 2, 3, 4. Okay, I have 4 clicks to get out here.
And you don't have to actually turn it all the way one way or the other. It will build up pressure just a lot slower if you don't have it on full blast.
Gotcha. Well... Is it that once... Oh, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm just gonna full blast it, I think. I should have time to...
Yeah.
very least, it needs to... Yeah, there we go. Cool. And this is my stop. Or, well, my floor.
We're riding the treehouse to heaven.
Yeah. Love that the Foley for this actually gets how loud this would be. Yeah. That, like, echoes across the land. What does this button do? Oh, it takes me down.
Yep. That's the I would
Whoa.
like down please now button.
Yeah. Hmm. I am missing something to this. Ah. I understand. Well, see, my thought was like, oh, cool, there's going to be some kind of like sky thing.
Nope.
But in fact, that's not the case. Instead, it's going to be the opposite of that. I'm going to give it some time to go up.
Yeah,
So
that's a good
really, I
idea.
had the... I could have done this the previous time, but
Yeah, that's why I was advising you not to run away.
yeah. What do your Rugadine eyes see? A lot from up here. Alrighty. Well, I'm glad I stuck around to at least count it too, because I gained an understanding of how this worked by standing here an extra minute, but now can I hop in? No, I can't. Down we go. Let's see. Are you okay with going till 9?
Yeah, I don't mind.
Okay. Then I'm thinking rather than hop in, we should read the corresponding book for this. Would that be correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that would probably be a good idea.
I just want to see what it is. Ooh, cool. What does this remind me of? Don't say Silent Hill. Particular color palette is reminding me of something. Love the music. Wait, hang on. I'm worried about...
Yeah, you should be able to hop in now. And then just give it a second.
Yeah, it was like 20. I think was about where it. Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, and this one's just slow. As long as we don't stop here, we're okay.
Yeah.
The Pacific Northwest? Yeah. No, I think I'm thinking of there was a particular forest and vagrant story, I think it was, that had it was like spirit flies or something in it, and it was just like a very like foggy like white fog forest kind of thing. But yeah, just Pacific Northwest in general. Agreed. Yeah, it is neat that you can hear it all the way over here. He's loud. Alrighty.
Yep.
I'm assuming it's gonna be this one. This looks
yes, it should be.
forested.
Yes.
Ooh, cool. Alrighty. Because you're thinking of noisy plains, not Silent Hill. Yeah. The noisy plains indeed. I have called this age Channelwood, and it is a very different world. Though it is exactly how I imagined it. Would you keep it down out there, please? God, this is a library. Though it is exactly how I imagined it, it is still amazing to see it with my own eyes. Water covers this age as far as I can see, except for a small rocky island, I swear, cabin. Elsewhere, there are only trees, which grow directly out of the water. A myriad of thin wooden passageways are built just above the water and disappear into the forest. I assume they were built some time ago, for they appear aged. I am eager to discover more about this land and its people, but I have arrived here late and I must rest. I was awakened this morning by strange noises coming from a pathway adjacent to the one on which I had slept. Yeah, strange noises! I saw a group of monkey-like people heading in my direction. They had not seen me yet. I did not feel threatened by their presence. Their response to me was one that I would have never expected. After staring at me for a short time, they fell to their knees and began what appeared to be some sort of ceremonial worship. I tried to speak to them, but they did not understand my language. Instead, they indicated through enthusiastic hand motions that I was to follow them. As we walked, I began to notice that the waters below us were changing colors. Slowly, subtly, they would change from deep blue to muddy orange, then from muddy orange to beautifully clear. I was so intrigued by the water that I hardly noticed that we had arrived at a ladder. Climbing the ladder led us to their village, which is about 10 meters above the water and can only be reached by rope ladders that stretch from the lower paths to the village level approximately halfway up the grand trees. It is very interesting watching these people carry out their daily tasks. Even after watching them for hours, I did not understand exactly what they were doing. At sunset, they motioned for me to follow them. I followed the creatures to the doorway of an enormous hut. Strangely, once inside, I found that the hut appeared even larger than it had from the outside. The walls were garnished with bright metals, and in the center of the hut sat the leader of these people. The outside seemed to be a phone booth of some kind. At least he appeared to be their leader, for he sat a meter off the floor in a thick throne. Guards surrounded the strong creature, who was dressed in many exotic, colorful fabrics. Next to the leader sat a very old human. At least to some extent he appears human. His hair, which was only on his face and head, was completely gray, almost white, and hung very long around his frail body. His thin head hung limply by an almost grotesque neck that could not hold its head up to look at me. But what a surprise! This creature could speak my language. Shortly thereafter, I was given a bed with some hand motions that looked to be telling me to go to sleep. I look forward to learning more. As I suspected, the ancient creature is a human, but he is old beyond his own reckoning and seems almost insane. However, the tree dwellers almost revere him as a god. They are treating me now in the same fashion, which makes me feel very uncomfortable. It is almost impossible to understand this old man. His voice is feeble but wild. He has adopted much of the language of the tree dwellers. He himself told me he had not spoken our own tongue in ages. He attempted to explain to me the history of this place. The following is my best translation of what he has told me. Many years ago, the humans and tree dwellers lived together in this place, which was then a vast island. They interacted very little. The humans dwelt on the ground, and the tree dwellers lived high above the humans. Occasionally, the island was disturbed by mysterious rumblings which happened randomly. Some sort of tectonic or volcanic action, I suspect. The sometimes slight, sometimes heavy tremors would only last a short time. Then they would stop, allowing everything to return to normal. One day, things changed. The rumbling began and grew quickly to unprecedented levels. Soon it became apparent that the entire island was sinking slowly into the ocean around them. Many of the humans died that day, but not before sacrificing themselves in order to stop the sinking of the island. The humans who lived through this catastrophe moved into the trees, where they gradually died out. Maybe because they were unequipped for such an environment, but I am not sure. This is the story the old man communicated to me, although many details are very unclear in my mind. I am especially confused as to how the humans saved the island from completely sinking. In fact, I doubt the accuracy of that part of the story. The island must have stopped on its own. Yet the old man believes in the truth of the story as if he had been there. And the tree dwellers worship him, and apparently all humans, as if they were heroes or gods. The old man ended our conversation today with an event which I will never forget. He began gripping my hands tightly, murmuring something about rest and asleep. He then said, "We had expected you to come sooner." These actions filled me with a sort of immediate dread. With much effort, he stood to his feet. I tried to help, but he pushed me away with more force than I imagined his frail body contained. The tree dwellers quietly surrounded him with very solemn faces. They then kneeled before him. He walked to each and placed his hand on their heads. All the while, he murmured words which I did not understand. Finally, he turned to me and smiled. Then he closed his eyes and walked out the door and off of the narrow path high in the trees. The tree dwellers were silent. They began a procession down the nearest rope ladder. As I was descending, I saw several of them pick up the body. He had fallen onto a lower level of walkway and carry it away. He was laying down at the dead end of a short pier-like structure. With the use of some potion, one of the tree dwellers lit the pier on fire, and I watched as the flames engulfed him. As the strange funeral proceeded, the waters around the pier changed to dull green. This morning I awoke, finding it hard to even believe the previous evening's events. The water is a dull green for as far as I can see now. For some reason, the water no longer shifts color. As I wander throughout the pathways, the creatures watch me, curious to see what I will do next. They are constantly offering me strange objects of affection. I even found food outside the doorway to the room in which I had slept. This is a unique race of beings. I hope to learn their language soon so that I may learn more from them. Before I continue, just looking at the color differences here. So before I continue, see, at first I thought that this was from different points of view. But I see now that if this ink, and I think I found something that just confirms it by glancing, the colors are changing like the water is changing. And so
Yeah,
this is
there's
like over time.
yeah, it's all from Atris's perspective, but the ink colors just change.
Based on whatever the water is at the
Well,
time. Or
the water stopped changing colors at the time that the old man died.
okay,
Um,
okay.
but
It'll
they'll get
explain as
into
I
the color
continue.
thing. Yeah.
Cool. Okay, okay. I have lived on this world for 3 months off and on, and the tree dwellers have shown great hospitality. I'm even beginning to learn bits of their language. I have decided to return home for an extended stay with my loving wife and my sons, and hopefully return with them. However, I am sure Catherine will once again refuse. I think this age would be a wonderful experience for them all, and I at least look forward to how Cirrus and Achenar will react to its curious inhabitants. Catherine is staying behind, as expected. My sons have returned with me, and they enjoy this age very much. They get along very well with the tree dwellers and are picking up their language surprisingly fast. I have no doubt that it will not be too long until they can speak with the tree dwellers much better than myself. I am leaving tomorrow to check on
Osmoian.
Osmoian? Okay, Osmoian age. Cirrus has
That's
suggested...
that's a
yeah.
little bit of an Easter egg. It's a reference to their first game, Cosmic Cosmo,
Oh,
or
cool.
second game, Cosmic Cosmo.
Okay, so Osmoian then. Osmoian
Yeah.
age. Cirrus has suggested that I allow him and his brother to stay. Though the idea unsettles me, I know the boys are growing up rapidly. The hospitality of these creatures is such that I could think of no better place to leave them alone for a short while, so I will consent to their request. I warned the boys not to take advantage of the respect of the tree dweller. I warned the boys not to take advantage of the respect the tree dwellers have for their ideas. They seemed to understand my warning, and I have faith they will follow it. Much to my dismay, upon arriving in Everdunes, I learned that Pran and her people are continuing to be menaced by the Choctic?
Yep.
Choctic?
Choctic is how I
Choctic.
pronounce it, at least.
I fear for their survival, and plan on returning to her shortly after checking on Cirrus and Achenar here. See Everdune's journal for more information. After watching Cirrus and Achenar, I see they are handling things very well, and I think I can put to rest any fears about leaving them in Channelwood again. And for a little longer time. The tree dwellers seem slightly distressed that I am leaving, yet are happy that Cirrus and Achenar are staying behind again. I have been gone for over 3 days and have been to many different places. I had to tell Cirrus and Achenar about Pran's death today, and they were visibly shaken, although they only remembered her from their childhood. Catherine has suggested that it would be wise for Cirrus and Achenar to leave Channelwood for a while, and I have to agree. They will be returning with me when I leave again. I have told my sons that they will be returning with me in 2 days. They spent the entire night telling me of an adventure they experienced in my absence, and it was rather remarkable. It seems they constructed a boat with the creatures and traveled some ways out into the surrounding waters. I enjoy hearing them talk excitedly of their adventures, and am reminded of my own adventures as a child. I finally understand why the tree dwellers have been giving me their many inks and insisting I write with them. Looking through some of my past entries, I see now that the inks have changed from the black I thought they were to various different colors. I have shown some of the creatures my journal, and they laughed and howled. I did not know they had such a sense of humor. Even now, as I look through this very colorful journal, I cannot help but laugh myself. We will be returning tomorrow, so my sons are with the creatures for their last night here. They have told me they would like to come to Channelwood again, and also asked if they can visit some other ages alone. Though I will have to think over their request, I believe they have proven to me that they are trustworthy and responsible. Catherine will also have to help me decide whether they are ready for travel alone. For now, I must give my farewells to the creatures, for I do not know how long it will be until I visit this age again. Future Bridge. Here. Interesting. So these sketches also happened at different times.
Yeah, seemingly.
What could go wrong with leaving a bunch of hormonal teenage boys alone with a species that treats humans as a god? Yeah. Road to El Dorado.
I would suggest grabbing a picture of that little
That
sketched
diagram.
map at the end, just
Yeah.
because, boy, if you got lost in Stone Ship, I really have to warn you, you're going to be really lost in Channel 1.
Understood. I appreciate the looking out here. To Xibalba? Indeed. Let's see. Channelwood map. I think we can begin to explore Channelwood here.
Yeah, sure.
This was down the hill, excuse me, around to the side. And I have to turn off this. I got turned around in Channelwood in one of the fully 3D versions, understood.
Yeah, I have a better time of it in Channelwood when I can, like, look around from any position, but it still is a little bit disorienting sometimes.
And now we wait. Yeah, my hope is that, like, because I'm so, I guess, concerned that this will turn me around, that I pay more attention. We'll see if that ends up being the case, but... or if it helps anyway. How much wood could a wood channel? How much wood could a channel if a channel wood could channel wood? Oh, something like that. Oh, the frogs!
Yep.
Oh, I love it. Cool. Yeah, there you can see the square patch of animated. I love it. It's so good. Alrighty, I'm going to pull up. Why did I close it? Why did I decide? You know what'll be best to not have when I come in here? The map. Alrighty. It's not going to be up for you guys, but I can see it here.
I mean, it's more important for you to be able to see it than them,
Yes. Alrighty. At the very least, I feel it's not too tough to see where it is I want to go based on things off in the distance and click roughly towards them. But we'll see once things are, like, right in front of me or I have a fork in the road, etc. Okay.
There's that screen door sound effect that's in every movie.
Looks like it needs... I see. So that... Oh, okay. But we've got plenty of piping to fix before we...
Yeah, and at least when you're on the first floor, it's easier to like keep track of where you are because you always kind of have the windmill as a point of reference.
Oh.
But once you get up into the trees, it becomes a little harder because the trees block the windmill in a lot of places, so you kind of can more easily get turned around.
Why is there a junction at each of these?
Because
Oh, because they
Fizz, that's
hate
how
me.
puzzles work.
Yeah. It's just one of those like, you're testing my spatial awareness, are you?
Yep. This is definitely spatial awareness, the age.
Yeah. Interesting. Does that just open or close?
Yes. So you've left it closed.
I thought I left it open.
No.
Okay.
Now
How
it
do I
should be
tell?
open. So if you walk away, well, maybe it was open. Hang on. Go back. There you go. Forward. Nope.
Here? Yes,
Forward.
okay, cool.
Yes. Go all the way back up and turn it one more time. Okay, now it's
Yes.
open.
Okay.
Yeah, I can.
I
Now
can
I
hear
can
it
hear it.
now. Yeah.
I had to turn up my headphones a little bit more.
Well, I thought that was just like running water around me anyway, but
No, there's a running water sound when you're standing in a frame where the water is flowing, and then if you move to a frame where it's not being pushed, then you'll stop hearing the running water sound.
gotcha. Okay, so now this doesn't do at all what I thought it would.
Would you like me to save you some trouble?
Yes.
Close the door.
Gotcha. Thank you. Yeah, that was a lot of trouble that you just saved.
Yeah.
Well, you saved the world on that one.
It took my dad and I forever to figure that one out. And so, I was like, you know what? I'll save you that.
That's not a puzzle.
No, it's really not, but
All right, so now I need to know which treehouse is covered in skulls and which one
yeah,
has
exactly.
opulence up the wazoo. Okay, let's. Overturned beds. This one I can go right out of? Yeah, cool. So I just get turned around and they have
So
Oh, I'm surrounding the middle one, aren't I?
yeah, so to again kind of give you a little bit more guidance here in terms of just the navigation. If you're out on a bridge and you turn, you will do a 180
Okay.
instead of a 90-degree turn. When you're facing one of these round huts, there's no way to click directly into the hut. You either go to the left or to the right.
Gotcha. And if I click down below, I'm turning back around?
Yes.
Okay.
But yeah, you kind of, when you're at this point and you can continue on into a hut, you just kind of like continue through to the right or the left.
Okay.
This is really one of the only ones that I think it'll let you like stand in the middle of that post.
My assumption is that as things are now, I have not given myself access to something.
Well, you're kind of wandering back and forth between the same 2 or 3
I see.
rooms at this point.
Okay. Let me consult map. Alrighty. So, this is... I'm just gonna show my reasoning here. This is a round one, and it only has one point of contact, so I'm assuming it's one of these two. And if I turn around... Oop, that's not what I wanted. How did I... There we go. Shrink that down. This is gonna get me in trouble. So if I turn around... This is square, so therefore we were here. And I want to access... I think I'm going to try this one first, because that seems to be the most point of interest spot. So that would be straight, left, straight. That'll get me there. Left, straight on through. Okay.
Nope.
I didn't understand the assignment. So
Yeah,
now
remember
we
when
are...
you're standing out on a bridge, because you're back where you started. Remember when you're standing out on a bridge and you turn, you're turning 180 degrees. So if you step back out onto here and go forward, now you click on the left or the right side of the hut to continue. There you go.
Oh, I see. Wait, hang on a second.
So I think according to your map, you should go through this hut and then into the next one and turn right.
Yes, I see. Just looking around a little. Okay. Is this where I came in?
It is not.
It is not. Okay. There is a... Okay, there are stairs here, however. Oh, I can look up. Cool. Okay, so there's another layer here. Can I not... Are those not stairs?
They are,
Or
but they're blocked off right now.
I think I'm just having trouble parsing the...
Yeah, so the stairs go down sort of in a spiral around the tree.
Okay.
And then there's a gateway that is
that's what this
blocking your
is.
access to the door, or to the stairs, yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, I was imagining this was not blocking... Like, I thought this was linking up to the side here. Or some thing here. So I'm like, why would this side block? But I see now how that functions. Okay. In that case... I guess... I'll want to go downstairs again. This is going this way. These are these two. There's a future bridge that's going to be built. That should be here, but no bridge was built, I suppose.
Oh, hi.
Sorry, one moment. Okay, Chloe doesn't want to hang. That's fine. We have more important things to... Not more important than cat, but... Let's see. I just need to remember how to get back down. We've lost the mandate of Chloe. Oh, I love the mandate of Chloe. What a good term. I'm doing that thing again. Okay, there we go. Let's try going this way. We'll go... Can I turn back?
There you go.
That's where I want to go, I think. Oh, I'm here now again. I think.
Yeah.
This was...
You see what I mean, though.
Yeah, no, boy, did I think. Boy, did I think I was going to be fine here. No, not at all. I think, hey, screen cap that map is about the best advice I've ever received for anything ever. I think I'm here, looking at this one.
Yes, I think so. Yeah, there you go. And then if you go left from here. Nope, don't turn left. Just
Oh,
Nope, go
I
back.
see.
Yeah.
I keep
Go
forgetting I
through
have
to
to
the
go
left.
in first. Okay,
Yeah, there you go.
cool.
You may want to
No,
mark
no,
this
no,
spot on
no.
your. You may want to mark this spot on the map too, as where the
Yeah.
where the elevator is.
It's okay. I'll do it in a few. I don't feel like
Yeah, no, that's fine.
messing with the everything there. I guess what do I want to fiddle with next? This seems of interest. As does this. As does this. Let's go with this way first. Unless that's just pouring right into nothing.
Yep, pretty much.
Everything's kind of destroyed. Okay, so then the other way. This way? Yes, indeed. Okay. Cool. Which brings us back to here. Why need that? That would just cap the water there. Right? That even... I guess the pressure wouldn't... Hang on. So implying this could also have lead there?
Yep.
Okay. So then... Interesting. Is this another leads to nowhere?
Yes.
Okay. So anything that goes like right into the water that doesn't have a device.
Mm-hmm. It's just an outlet because the water is
Okay.
coming down from the windmill.
Gotcha. Alright, well, let's open this gate.
Ah, but how?
Ah, but how indeed. I thought this was like a lever, and I was like, why can I not just reach around and grab that?
No.
But my assumption is... Can I look up from here?
Not nearly as often as it seems like you should.
Yeah. So the trick will be, how do I get up top side while still having the water flowing that direction? This no longer functions. Is there a second way for this to receive water that I'm not seeing? So I'm assuming this. Hang on. There is... Okay. Put the water this way. Then I want... So this should start spilling here, right? I don't know if it is. Sounds like it is, though.
It is. There's just no like visual
Indication
indication.
for it, yeah. Was this the same one we already used? I think it is.
Yes.
Hang on. That now points it at this. We don't want that. We want... Oh, this one actually doesn't matter right now because I want further back to be different. This. And now this way. What happens if I do that? You said this is also just an outlet. So we want this one to go here, which can run it to here. Aha!
There you go.
Cool. this one is now a new... No. Back with ye. So this way? No. It was... this way. Almost. There we go. And then I have to go... all the way around here. Now we have this one functioning. There we go. Close. Button. Handle. Okay.
So you found the way out.
I found the way out. Alrighty. Okay. Now I just need to find the way further up. Interesting that they would give me a way out first.
Yeah, the design of this age is a little quirkier.
I like it. That doesn't undo itself. So my thought was we'd have to get something around the back to the stairs there, but I'm not finding anything. No, those are struts. Let's see. Okay. Thanks for bearing with me on this, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I have no idea what that what purpose it actually serves for that to be there beyond just like a normal thing would have a brake flip or something like that, but
Oh, hello. Okay.
yeah, our windmill
This
is
must
just a
be
giant
where-
water pump.
Yeah. It's interesting that we can even view it from this angle. Is it really a windmill if it doesn't mill anything?
Good question.
It's milling my brain. My brain is cornmeal. So my thought is just this requires power, or well, requires water rather. But yet, oh, unless no, of course not.
Nope.
There's gotta be something that I can change from afar that lets me just do this. That lets me. What's up?
Do you want me to give you a small suggestion?
Yes.
Okay. Look closely at the map that you have.
Okay. Ah. Okay. Where is my... So I don't want that. Well, I do, but... Yeah, okay. So, this is this down below. So, in order to get... Trying to map the trees. I can't look up to see what's above me. Okay, so just starting from here again. If this is here, then that means that, because I want to be able to get water to here, is what I'm assuming. Because of this dotted line, I'm going to assume it's like an underwater pump. So this... Oh, sorry. Assuming this is an underwater pump, this line here. So my thought is that this is going to connect to a different nearby one. So it'd have to be this one. Not quite.
Nope.
Am I turned around?
No, but I do want to remind you that the map that you have is of the second floor.
Right. I'm just trying to figure out what... Okay, so if we... Okay, so this... I guess I'm trying to figure out which direction this is facing. Because my assumption was that this line here would correspond to something here. But if that's not the case... maybe further back. Where's that water going? Okay. So this one goes here. Maybe it's all the way over there. Well, if that's the case, then this should work. Which would also give good reason to solve that puzzle first. Not quite. Okay. Which... So that now goes that way, but if instead of that we had it go... Okay, I need to go back towards here. Here's where the water's flowing. Perhaps that is my underwater one. Oh, please. Okay, I'll turn around. Go this way. Not quite. Okay. What one? Because it would have to, like, terminate at a tree. If I'm reading that correctly. It's not that one. Is it this one? I don't think that would... Yes, I would like to know if that's a correct assumption.
Okay. All of your pipes are visible.
Okay.
There are no underwater pipes.
Okay. How... do I have a better vantage point from up above to see?
Yes, you will have better luck doing things upstairs.
Okay. Okay, I need... This is what I want, but this needs to go there. And this needs to go there. Now I can get turned around just as much.
And go straight here.
Where's my...
There you go.
There
And
we go.
then turn left.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool. So back up we go. And that puts us out of...
Yeah, I think
I am...
you're at that crossroads right there.
This one here?
Um,
Or...
Unfortunately, I can't point at it
Oh, I don't
from
have
the Discord gameplay, but
Gotcha. Fair.
so I kind of have the stream up, but you're about 5 seconds behind.
Gotcha.
You're at that crossroads on the far right.
So I am now at this this darker
Yes.
circle. Okay. And so now I want to not do that. I want to be here, which would take me to here, but that's where we start.
Mhm.
So let me turn around. Oh, is that now? Okay. Turn around. I'll go this way. Cool. And I fucked up. This way. Which is now here. I am. Yes, I'm on
You
this
are.
bridge.
Yes.
Okay.
Correct.
So then now I am here. And I want to turn right. Get out. Here. So that would be going this way.
Mhm.
And then
You're right.
I was looking to see if there was any other path.
Oh.
But it appears not to be so. So then this way puts me here. Aha! Hey! Okay.
There you go.
That opens and closes it.
Yep.
Because they want to have an extra chance of me screwing this up. Alright. So now I can make my way back over. Okay. I opened it before I walked off. Because I opened
Yes,
it, then
you
I
did.
accidentally closed it, so then I reopened it.
Yeah, you're good.
This is now. That's looking back this way, so I want to go this way.
Yes.
Straight. And now take a right. And then I'll be going straight. And then to the right. Okay, cool.
There you go.
Now this, I can now walk down. Whoa! And open from that side.
There you go.
I see. So now that I can access this, I can run water to here.
Yep. There you go.
Yeah, now we're doing it.
Making it happen.
Yeah, let's go. To quote the normal streamer speak. Let's fucking go. Can I get some poggers in the chat? Treehouse gang. Oh, it hurts me physically to utter those words. Whoa! All right. We did it. Just in time for 9 o'clock.
Yep.
Chat, do you need a payoff? Do you want me to get something here, or are we cool with that being the payoff until next Sunday when we can explore tier 3 subs? I mean, tier 3 tree houses. I want you to never say poggers again. That's fair. I will find a time, and you won't know that it's coming.
I
Second
will say if
elevator is
we
pretty cool.
Yeah, if we do stop here, it is easy enough to get back to this point because again, it'll take us basically back to Myst, and we'll have to like run through the treehouse linking book again.
Okay,
But then we
but
can
it'll
just
be
like run the elevator right back up.
yeah.
So
I like that idea. I'm gonna go ahead and call it the end of shift. Oh, one moment. Ooh, there we are. Cool. Well, thank you for suffering through that, Alahmnat. I greatly appreciate you hanging out and holding your tongue through
oh,
all
no
of that.
worries.
Yeah. This is the one time, like, if I could just like Myst Masterpiece Edition, but then modularly take out channel wood and put in real Myst channel wood,
Yeah.
but then go back to regular. I think that would be ideal, because I can see how this how do I phrase this? It's the limitations are what's causing the most frustration here rather than the puzzle itself.
Mm-hmm.
And but that said, I still respect this, and I love how well, you know, hey, I'll just, it's very, how do we phrase this as a compliment? Um, uh, the cohesiveness of mapping this area out was well done visually. It was just the navigation that was tough, but like having all those different angles be different screens, impressive. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Gold star for you, Cyan Worlds. Alrighty. Yeah, and then so next time we'll be able to zip right up here to this to the next level. We'll try and find some pages among the trees, and then we should be able to head over to the next area as well. We'll do.
Yep.
We'll be able to do a couple areas per. Does that mean that the next, like our if we get through this and then get through one more world, is that the total of the game?
Yeah,
Or is there...
after this and the next one will basically be in the end game.
Okay. Cool.
And that's sort of the point where if you wanted to explore all the different endings, that's really the point where they all kind of branch off, is after you've done all 4 of the ages.
Okay. Well, we shall see then how quickly we get through the next one. So I guess your initial estimate of 3 to 4 streams is going to be just about right.
Yeah, I think so.
Cool. Alrighty. Well, thank you once again for joining us. You're an incredible presence, and all of your details are much loved. So thanks for hanging out this time.
Oh, absolutely.
And the next couple times. Yeah.
It's always a good time.
Yeah. Let's plug the website again. Ocelot, do you have the... Or I can type it either way. I don't know if you have it easily accessible to... You do. Awesome. Yeah, if you want to toss the...
Yeah, we're at archive.guildofarchivists.org is where our wiki is. To kind of throw out the same caveat I did last week, just be aware that the website kind of treats you as a visitor as someone who is looking for information, and so we don't really have a spoiler policy. It's just sort of all there. So I guess if you're new to the franchise, be a little careful with where you click around in the links, but you know, as long as you know exactly what it is you're going for to like verify something that you already know or something like that, you know, it's pretty easy to get to the stuff from the games from the front page.
Awesome. And I need to... I think I went here once just to see what everything looks like, but yeah, I am going to walk no further than this front page, but...
Yeah, good plan.
Well organized. Alrighty. Thank you so much for hanging out. I'm gonna switch over to the big me.
All right.
And
See
you
you
have
guys
a
next week.
wonderful time. Yeah. Ta-ta until then. The stop streaming button is for Discord and not for anything else. Okay, good. We're still good. That's the button I wanted. Alrighty. Thanks, folks, for hanging out. We're gonna have this lovely tweeting going on in the background here. Oh, sorry, I'm just reading the anecdotes. Game wikis can be like that. I learned the hard way by searching for a character's birth date in the Zero Escape wiki, and the first line was like, "Oh, and by the way, this is the secret antagonist of the second game." Yeah, I have yet to play the Zero Escape series, but I remember all I wanted to do was look something up in FF14. I was in the middle of Shadowbringers. I'm not going to describe what I wanted to look up, but I'll say that the most mundane thing that I thought, like, oh, yeah, I'm curious about something that I read earlier, and I want to check that. And then in the first, like, 2 sentences, I learned, like, key piece of amazing, like, spoiler, like, turns world on head moment spoiler. And it was just like, I mean, I was almost here and I only half know what this means, but, like, that's enough to, like, soften the blow of one of the coolest reveals. But, you know, these things happen. Be careful what you meander around on the internet. Thank you all so much for checking out this stream once again, and thank you for sticking around this late. I know it's a little bit later than we usually go. For a game called Myst, it sure was a hit. But koosh. Thank you, Grand Chicken Lord. That does deserve a koosh. Yay. Game called Myst. I'm in physical pain. Y'all have a great evening. I'll run down the links again, because if you missed this episode, if all of a sudden you were like, oh man, but I just got here. It's only 9 o'clock. Like, yeah, there's still so much to play through. I'll be here all stream, you say, for the next 5 minutes. Yeah, absolutely. Go over to the youtube.com/YizbridGames. You can check out this episode will be up in the next couple days. But there's also the previous episode as well as all other streams that we've done. Those all get logged on there. If you're watching on YouTube, excuse me, thank you so much for watching and checking out this series. I don't know how far into the future of me playing this you're watching on YouTube, but do know that at time of speaking, the Yizbrid community stream is every Sunday and Thursday over at twitch.tv/YizbridGames. Right now it's Thursdays at 5 and Sunday at 5:30 to make sure that we just have some extra time for getting everything set up. But, you know, feel free to show up at 5. I just won't be there. But, I mean, you can hang out and chat. Or on the Discord, discord.gg/YizbridGames. That's always a riot. You can hang out with all the people that are in the chat here, there, live. Hang out with them anytime. There's some cool stuff posted there. There's a Final Fantasy 14 its own channel for it. General discussion's always nice. People post pets. There's just lovely people talking about lovely conversations. Talking. Yeah, you know what? Fine. Yeah. Describing previous conversations they've had. Not just having conversations, but talking about conversations. We'll just roll with it. But yeah, feel free to check that out. And while you're at it, go check out all of the games under the Yizbrid umbrella, any and all of them. If you like these, if you like puzzle games, there's one for you in She Remembered Caterpillars. But these lore-heavy games are things that Yizbrid has in spades. Every game tells a story. And yeah, remember that time the streamer talked about having conversations about conversations? Good times. Good times indeed. I won't remember that because I have ADHD. Hey, oh, how about that? I feel like I'm forgetting something. Twitter and Facebook. Anytime we have new news about announcements for games, release dates, new games under the umbrella. Hey, DHD. Yes, distracting. See, look at this. Anytime that that occurs, you can check out the Twitter and Facebook for news. You can also just be hanging around the Discord, and usually that pops up in announcements and things like that. And I might even have something to say about it too if you catch a live stream. I'll talk about it. That's why I run those nice trailers and such. Yeah, thank you to the mods. Ocelot, always an absolute pleasure. I think that covers everything that I normally cover in an outro. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to others. Always keep your spirits up. And we will see you on Thursday for Resident Evil 4. Oh, yeah, me. I forgot about that. My name is Fizz. I do a voice act from time to time. You can have me do a voice act for you by visiting my website at findfizz.biz and hitting me up over there. And then we can talk shop on that. Or just check out my Twitter, twitter.com. I always read this right off instead of just being like, yeah, I'm at Fizz the Human over on Twitter. Go for it. Instead, I'm like, yeah, twitter.com/FizzTheHuman. Like, it's a website. It is a website, but you know what I mean. Have me do voicey things for you. I'd like to. You'd like to. Let's do it. Let's make it happen. Y'all have a, like it's a TLD. Exactly. Top level domain is where I'm headed up in these trees next stream. Alrighty, have a great evening. Fare thee well. I'm going to free you from the noises of this creaking and bird. So have a great night, and we'll see you in the next one. Anyone else pronounce Yizbrid like Yezbird in their head? Occasionally, Yizbrid gets kind of... oh, be sure to save. Yes, please. Yizbrid gets jumbled around plenty. I'm going to save a couple times. There we go, just to be sure. Yeah. Technically, I think it's Yizbrid. Yizbrid. Something like that. I think there's a slight rolled R in there. It's Welsh for spirit, and someone who is more well versed in the Welsh pronunciations of things can nail it. The Americanized, I don't want to say Americanized, anglicized. Would that be correct? Way of pronouncing it, Yizbrid. Wait, it's a real word, not just a random collection of letters. Yes, correct. Steve's twitching in Wales and doesn't know why right now. Yeah. Well, that's for us to know and for Steve not to know. Yes, yeah, kind of legit. It might just be a key smash. Yeah. It is in fact a Welsh word. Yeah, a common misconception when English speakers encounter Welsh. Yeah, lots of Y's. Lots and lots of Y's. Just replace most of your vowels, and you can begin to approach Welsh. Yeah, and L's. Agreed. And W's. Gotta get those W's when you can. Welsh is not just all L's. Ba-dum-bum. Alrighty. Y'all have a good night. I need to go before I further and further devolve. So fare thee well and toodles, and we'll see you at the next one. Whether that's Resident Evil 4 or all the way next week with Myst.